Good evening, everyone. Can everybody hear me right now?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Let's start our webinar today. In today's webinar, we will discuss about real estate trade in 2021 in the Bay Area. During today's presentation, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat board. We will be running a 20-minute Q&A session at the end of today's webinar. You may also use the Ask a Question figure. And we will have a raffle tonight, as we said earlier. We're gonna pick one of the person who asked the questions, and we're gonna offer him or her a free professional ticket. The ticket is worth $50. And let's welcome our guests, George Xie and Alex Chen. George Xie is a real estate agent serving the Bay Area in residential and commercial real estate. He also earned the Certificate International Property Specialist Diagnoser from the National Association of Realtors. And Alex Chen is the loan consultant in Loan Depot. He has California CPA license, California DBO Mortgage Loan Organizer license, California Real Estate Salesman license, and California Resident Insurance Producer. He will talk about the important things you need to know about financing a house. What's more, we have created a group chat for this event. Please feel free to join the group chat. Both of our speakers will be in this group chat, and they will also update market trends in the group from time to time. Remember, we will have a raffle today for pick a person who asks questions, and we're going to offer him or her a free ticket. Now, I will leave the stage to George Xie. You may share your PowerPoint now, George.
Okay, so I think I could not open my, okay, I can open my video now. Okay, start. Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for the invite from the SVIEF for this event, and I do appreciate. I think it's a great platform for us to share our ideas and opinions. Today's topic is about the San Francisco Bay Area real estate market. So I'd love to share more about what I know, and it's like we can learn together. So just a brief introduction about myself. I born from China. I come to the United States 12 years ago and joined Keller Williams in 2018. Prior to my real estate tenure, I was a financial advisor from Bank of America Merrill Lynch since 2013. I was a financial advisor starting from Los Angeles, then moved to the Bay Area in 2015 and joined Merrill Lynch, then assigned into the banking center.
Could you please switch the presentation mode? We can see the next slides right now. So could you go to full screen?
Oh, presentation mode. So
yeah.
Can you see my screen now?
We can see the screen. You may need to press the, it's still the same.
Okay.
Maybe you try the display setting.
I have two screens. I'm turn the one off. I think it's better. So
happens all the time.
Yeah, it looks better now.
You may press the play.
It's better. Perfect.
Yeah, it's all set now.
Okay. And So from my background, I have the background from retail banking, wealth management, and before joined real estate. Why real estate? Because I kind of joined the career from my wife. She used to be a realtor, and I do have a passion on that. Right now, I still have the Series 760 license, which is related to the investment side. To continue, and you can check more about me on Zillow and see my reviews on Zillow as well. So just a little recap about Bay Area real estate. This is an article back in May this year, and there is the forecast from Zillow at the time, and they forecast the dip in the home price and rebound next year. When we look back about this article, what happened, we realized this rebound is really fast, and this dip is really in very short period of time. Go back to the shelter-in-place order we seen starting from the March 17th. We ordered the shelter-in-place in all those counties, and now we probably were going to start curfew at nighttime starting Saturday this week. And so for the real estate part, it's still an essential business. No open house allowed. Now we do allow to see the home by appointment, and all the appraiser and title service or recording service has been effective, but it kind of back to normal. But I understand in this late year, they'll still have some difficulty to schedule appraisal service at this moment. From people's mindset, you can see from this chart, from the beginning, in the middle of March, you see the SIP begins. The blue line indicated the trend for this year. The orange line indicates the trend from last year. You can see from the SIP begins for 2 months, we see a dip in the market, as the article said. But we have witnessed a rebound very quickly since May of this year, and then the market price also jumped after that. And now we are kind of in a catch-up game because we are kind of losing 2 months. But other than the 2 months, people still go back to their need in the real estate and go back to this market. So we are seeing this blue trend line overlap the orange line during the second half of this year, and our volume from the dipping months, I mean from the March, April, and May, I see those new listings sales is less than the last year, and we're seeing the recent 3 or 4 months, our new listing sales number is catching up a lot compared to last year number. So overall, I think this year number could be even than last year. We also have to have the data to show that. So overall, our total number of sales is not too much difference than that of last year. We're kind of playing a catch-up game for the whole year, other than the 2 months starting March to May. So just a little bit overview about the lending program. So my background, I've been working at Bank of America for over 4 years and a half. So I know different lenders in different programs. I have a lot of like customer to get the loans. After joining real estate, I have a more connection with different banks with my retail banking knowledge and mortgage knowledge. So I know different programming, different platforms. So pretty much we're seeing like major banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citi. They are very strong in the jumbo loan. Jumbo loan means the loan amount over 765,000 or more. That's very common price point in the Bay Area. You've seen the home ranging from 1 million to 1.5 to 2 million. If you're looking at those kind of homes, you pretty much looking at like a jumbo loan program, and those banks give you really good rate, and they are very competitive in this market. And like other regional banks or like US Bank, PNC, Bank West, HSBC, they all have their different expertise in the jumbo loan market. And also, what if we just get a conforming loan or high balance loan for the loan amount under 765,000? Those are, I think, the brokerage firms like what we have in the last two sections. They are more competitive on the broker side. When we talk about how you can select the best lender, so we talk about your legal status, financial situation, interest rate, and credit situation. So legal status, it depends on you have student visa, but just graduate, have OPT. This is very common for many like immigrant students. They just new to the job market, or you get a like working visa and it's got approved. Some bank can do really well on those type of loan. And for the financial situation, different lenders have different strengths. Some lenders require 20%, but it's very standard. But some other lender we see they can do 15% or 10% down and will have a little advantage on their program too. When you buy a home, you need to prepare three types of money. One is your down payment, depend on how much percentage the bank allow. Another thing you need to require is about the reserve money. So based on your monthly mortgage payment, some bank require 6 months of reserve. Some bank require about 12 months or 18 months reserve. So it varies. Some bank can use your stock income. Some bank can use your gift fund money to cover your down payment. Or if you already own a home, you want to upgrade to a new home, some lenders can use your departed home income to cover your current mortgage. Some bank have to you guys to show the proof of 2-year history on the tax statement. So that varies. The different lender have different strength depending on situation. And also, if you have some stock on RSU or 401k, you can move over. Some lender have a good program, give you more discount based on the new relationship money. Some lender don't have those kind of program. Depends on if they are strong, if they do have a separate brokerage program or they have a wealth management platform. If they do, and they can bundle those discount to benefit the buyer more with lower rates. So I do highlight some different banks, their strengths. But if you want to know more, you can reach out to me afterwards. So we will not go too much on the detail this time. Credit history is very important on the qualification. Different banks have different credit limit. Some bank require like a 740 credit score. Some bank requires some 680. Some bank, this is just my summary. So so go check with the different lenders. So they may give you more like detailed numbers. But in general, most lenders require 2-year credit history, but some lenders don't need a 2-year. Like if you just new to the US or just relocated from Canada here, maybe you don't have 2-year credit history. Some lender can do your loan, some lender may have a problem. In general, they need three lines for credit, like your credit card or your car loan kind of stuff. But if you have very limited credit line, so your choice of lenders will be limited too. So this just to give you a ballpark, but depending on the situation, will give you a detailed analysis. Yeah, just to give you an idea about different lenders, different program. And also their rate would be varied too. I'd love to share more details if you have specific situation. So today's topic, we want to talk about in general, which school district is popular in Bay Area. The Bay Area, this time we talk about Santa Clara County, we talked San Mateo County, we talked Alameda County, and some Country Costa County. Those are the main area I covered. So first one is Santa Clara County. We start from the east side. East side, usually the price point is a little lower. For the single family house, you're starting from $1 million to like 1.5, depending on size of the home. You're seeing those like Milpitas or they have a Milpitas High School. It's really good school district. We're also looking at Peterman High. It's also a decent high school in North San Jose area. We see another a good one in Evergreen. Evergreen School is also really good too. So those are some like first-time home buyer. If they have a budget ranging from 1 million to 1.5 million, and they're looking for a single-family house in the South Bay, those are some like area they're looking at. Of course, we are moving to the. Let me see. We are moving to the west side of Santa Clara. We're seeing a more different area, starting from number 11. Lee High School in the Cambrian Park. Their high school are really high. And also we're looking at like Saratoga, Cupertino, Sunnyvale. We're looking at Lynbrook High School, Monte Vista, Cupertino High, Saratoga High. But those are really pricey market. 1 to 1.5 will not get a single family here. Those are more like a condo minimum in those kind of area. But if you're looking for single family, it's more starting from like 2 million in those kind of area, get a good house. Looking from the top, you're seeing the Palo Alto and the Los Altos High. Those are really old established good high school district for the people looking for a good area. So I just kind of draw the map and show you the area of those kind of school districts. Looking at East Bay recently, it's a really hot market. And the reason I say it's hot compared to the Santa Clara County, the East Bay Fremont have really good school system. We're talking about the number 15 on this map is Irvington High, and the 16 is Mission San Jose High, and 17 is American High. So though I kind of draw the school boundaries for your review, and those schools are right now it's very popular, even more popular than Santa Clara County. It was not too popular previously because people are concerned about the traffic of a commute in the A80 and Dunbar Bridge 84. But since we have the pandemic stayed at home, people realize the value of the East Bay Fremont area and the quality of their education they provide, and also it's more affordable compared to the pricier home in Santa Clara County, South Bay. So we are seeing a lot of competition in this area. Actually, I just submit an offer in the Ardenwood area, Forest Park Elementary, a single family home about 1,600 square footage. Yesterday, we got overbid about like over 10 offers, and based on my market research in the past 3.5 years since 2017, the price we put is very aggressive, but it looks like people are more motivated during this time to get a home. Maybe they have a lot of like appreciation on their stock, or they just need a home and they just cannot bear to use the same space with their children where they are doing the online study, but they do have a work at home office meeting at the same time. So they need more rooms at this time. So people are really aggressive, want to get a home and they really like. So the bidding price is kind of over the roof. Another area is also very established, good school area is on the peninsula. This one we're talking about Santa Clara County, those in Millbrae, those in Burlington High or Carmen High in Belmont and San Carlos area. The single family over here is around like 2 million for a single family. Maybe in the high 1 million, you can get a single family house as well. But for the condo is around like over 1 million. If you're looking at a good school district, I just have another buyer bought home in the Redwood Shore area. For townhouse over there is around 1.3, and they got a lot of interest over there as well. But if you just want like a starter home a condo, you can looking at the area in Redwood Shore or Foster City, under 1.5 million, you can still get a decent 2-bedroom with nice amenities here. Another soaring market, I would say a lot of potential right now is in the Tree Valley area. Tree Valley, we're looking at San Ramon, Pleasanton, and Dublin. So if we just look at the high school ratings, San Ramon have a best high school, Dirty Valley High School. We'll show you the ranking in the next slide. And another two different schools are Amador Valley High School and Foothill High School in Pleasanton. But the schools in Dublin are also pretty good. But right now the highest highest rating is in the San Ramon area. San Ramon usually have a good homes in really new homes and with a decent price point. People are concerning about the traffic and commute previously, but right now people realize they don't need to commute too much and they want a decent school. So they move down to this area now. So those are the, sorry about my typo. So those are the North California high school ranking system. We put start from like Lynbrook High, and so I want to correct this real quick. So we're talking about a public school system here. So the highest ranking in the Northern California in our area is Mission San Jose High and the Lynbrook High. Come with like a Monte Vista, Palo Alto, those Cupertino, Saratoga, and Los Altos schools are really expensive. You see that Dorothy Valley High is on number 23. By the way, those rankings are from the USnews.com 2020 rankings. We see the Fremont School and San Ramon and the Pleasant School perform really well in those kind of rankings. On the right side, right-hand side, you see the 2019 the UC Feeder School in Northern California. Dorothy Valley High have a really high score on the UC admission rate. Come with other decent school, Monte Vista, Mission San Jose. Those are the established school here. But comparing to, it's kind of a surprise to some people, like San Ramon, Dorothy Valley High doing really good, but they have been performing consistently good in the past few years for their score, academic and test score performance. So we are seeing the market in those school districts in San Ramon is really in our upward trend. So let me go to the next page. So those are top tier schools, Palo Alto, Monte Vista, Lynbrook, Cupertino, and the Fremont. Three schools are pretty good, leading by Mission San Jose High, also Tree Valley School, Amador Valley, Foothill, and Dorothy Valley High. Just a little like update about what we have market right now. So it's an example from Santa Clara County. It's kind of a representation of the whole Bay Area market right now. We're seeing a little price dip in early this year. Now the price is kind of catching up since April and May. Overall price point in the past 3 years on the right-hand side, you're seeing the average, a medium price in the Santa Clara County, starting from like under 1 million to 1.4, over 1.4 million right now. We are not seeing the overall average price over the the peak of 2018, but we're seeing some homes are really close to the peak time. The same thing happened in San Ramon and in Fremont East Bay area. The difference in those two, East Bay and Tree Valley area, some homes are even exceed their all-time high. We're seeing some price we never seen before in Fremont or in Tree Valley, Pleasanton, and San Ramon areas. So the people realize value in the San Ramon and Tree Valley, East Bay. So people are more likely to move into this area to get a bigger home and relatively better school district on the same price point. So those are some homes I sold early this year. Those are some single family homes in the East Bay and also some good school in Lynbrook, West San Jose. At that time, we don't have too much competition. Those are homes all sold in the first half of this year, and we have no competitors because the people are kind of not too many people are in the market, so the competition is not too high. So my client kind of will get a good price during that time. And when you look back about those kind of price, you are seeing at least a 5% jump for those kind of homes. And we have zero competition during that time, and we got a really good deal. And those homes are what we bought in August and September. We're seeing a lot of competition in this area. This home, when we go to the open house, it's the second day on the market, and they already have 2 offers in hand. In the end, they have 13 offers, and we make an early preemptive offer, and we get this home. And in this area right now, this is the home we bought in August and closed in September. But when right now the price in this market are going up another at least 100K or more. So this is another home we have in Mission San Jose area. At that time, this home has been on market for 2 weeks and received 5 offers, and we only we did not put the price over the original price too much, only like 2 or 3%. But now you're seeing the price in the Mission San Jose area is really high, and the interest is really high. And probably for this time home, you may need to like offer more to get the same time of the home. So in overall, the Bay Area real estate buyer have some like early remorse during the early pandemic time, but now people are more motivated to get homes they're really looking at. And the mortgage rate is still kind of low, and the job security, we're seeing all the engineers, which are the most buyers in the Bay Area buyer pool. They all have their jobs, so we're seeing the market is still very strong, even in the end of this like a slow season. Usually in the November and December, the price kind of soften during this time, but we don't see any price moving downwards this month. It's still very competitive market. Overall, the market outlook, so I always like to refer back to this chart for the trend over the past 35 years. Every 3 years, we are seeing, every 10 years, we're seeing it's doubled up, and every 3 years after the trend, we're seeing adjustment period. So starting from the second half of 2018, we're seeing the market is kind of softening and kind of adjusting, balancing. We're seeing the every like January to March, a market kind of like speed up a little bit and kind of cooling down in the second half this year. And overall trend. So that's why that's the reason we're still not seeing the markets like over the 2018 peak, but we're seeing some homes in the Fremont and Tree Valley area. Those homes already like started to move a new high now. Also includes some other area like San Leandro, some like the north side of Alameda County as well. So well, from my opinion, but I feel like in the long run, this market will still go up as long as all the opportunities, all the job opportunities are here. People are looking at like a good opportunity in their career. Also want to get the best education. After I feel like next year we'll see another like hot demand when everything settles down. And I think one important part for a real estate agent is about the negotiation. So I put a lot of weight on my value on this one. I studied a lot, and I feel really confident about this process I have done over the years. I think the negotiation process is one of very important piece we can add value and our professional opinion to buyers. So we always want to prepare an offer really carefully and to make sure we provide all the things we want to provide to impress the seller. Also about the communication, I think communication is very important during the negotiation process because we are in the multiple offer competitive situation. We want to impress seller and listing agent. As a buyer agent, I have buyers, also have sellers as well. But on the buyer side, I think it's very important to add a value to buyer. So we will give more on the following slides. So negotiation about the offer letter, you need to get a pre-approval letter as well. For your proof of funds, and also we want to write a nice buyer introduction letter. Usually we want to let the seller know your background so they have more personal touch in this process. And about the negotiation, I think effective communication is very important. You always want to do your best to present on behalf of the buyer, and to sometimes if they like you, they want to work with you, and you have a higher chance to get an offer, get a deal. Because as I said, the Bay Area real estate market for a single family home right now is very competitive. Some of the condo and townhouse may have some negotiation room, but overall it's a seller's market still. Sometimes we will ask opportunities for the counter offer. Sometimes they only give you one chance. So we really need to do a good job of homework to do the research to find the highest offer. And other factors, sellers looking at it, if sellers looking for rent back, we want to see if we can accommodate their request, because we want their work with them for that transaction, because the home my buyer really like. So we will kind of constantly communicate with the listing agent to kind of understand our situation and to know our like advantage to over other buyers, so to better demonstrate our value as well. So this is one of the market analysis report I kind of run for my buyer. So this report illustrates past 3 years or past 90 days the home value. This can give a buyer idea about how much price they should offer for the home they're looking at. So this is one of the example I gave to my buyer during that time about those home values, so I can give them real-time advice about in this market per square footage, what kind of starting point you start with for your offer, and we can adjust based on the situation, how many offers we have in the market total, and how many people have higher number than us, so we may get a chance to improve our offer as well. So to understand the market, we show this data is very important to give you an idea about in the past 60 days or 180 days or past 3 years, what kind of the trend in the same neighborhood for the same size home, same square footage, how many days has been on the market, how many offers they have. So give you an idea about what you should do about your negotiation strategy. So it's all based on we also need to look back on the buyer's profile situation. Do we need to put a contingency on the loan side or appraisal side, or do we see the inspection report, anything worries us? And those are something also very important on negotiation side. If a buyers feel like it's too much, maybe we move on, we see the next home. So that's how we usually work. And sometimes in the negotiation, we submit the initial offer, we always improve our offer. Sometimes we got a counter offer, we got a multiple offer situation. Based on those kind of scenario, we always have a different strategy to advise the buyer as well. On the seller's side, so they will look back to see about your overall picture, and they will decide the best buyer to pick. So we always want to do the best job to help you to prepare on this process. So those are on the pre-approval on the loan side. So I will leave it to my lending partner Alex to share more about this. So there are some questions the buyer usually asks. So if you have same questions, feel free to reach out to me. But those kind of very common questions: should I pick a location? Should I pick a schools? Should I buy a condo, or should I buy a house? So different people, based on their situation, will have different recommendations. But since I am seeing a lot of buyers, I have a lot of buyers, so I can give you my take. Hopefully it can help you on this as well. So talk about a little bit on the mortgage trend. So we're seeing the cash out refinance have a high demand, and people want to have a cash in hand. Some lenders require more down payment. Some lenders also tightening their underwritings guideline. They're going to be more strict. So I will always advise you can get a pre-approval early, and so you can know your credit situation and to prepare accordingly as well. So these are some analysis about my past sales. So my overall sales price is 0.07 over the original price, because what I want to achieve is that you can get the best price for my buyer in the least amount of time to find their best home. So I really don't like overbid. I always want to give you advice, and we can adjust our negotiation strategy accordingly to save you money in your pocket. So those are some of the other after service we offer. If you like, you can join my newsletter, or you can join my my house alert. If you have some particular house in mind, we can send you our Real Scout alert. I can tell you more about the benefit for that, but I feel it's very useful if you have particular area or school district in mind. So our search engine can give you the house you're looking at earlier. So if you don't have anything in your email, or we also have an app for those kind of house search tool, I'd love to reach out to me, and I'd love to help you afterwards and give you more information. So that's pretty much for my presentation. So we can leave the question now or give to Alex as well.
Thank you, George, for your impressive sharing. We learned a lot from it. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free to leave your question on the chat board. We're gonna have a QA session at the end. And we are gonna have a giveaway, a free ticket to one of the people who ask questions. And right now, let's welcome Alex to share with us what you need to know about financing a house.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, George. You always share a lot of good stuff. Thank you so much. Very useful information. And I can definitely understand your struggle of the 2 screens because I got 3 of them. Okay, let's see where we are. There you go. All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Alex from Loan Depot. I'm a loan consultant. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's 8 o'clock. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing for stay online and stay awake to know some more information about this real estate market and the mortgage industry. I appreciate that. Also, I want to say thank you to our host, Silicon Valley Innovation and Entrepreneurship Forum for inviting amazing speakers as George and myself, even though it takes them 10 years to do that, but never too late, right? So here we are tonight. Okay, so today I'm gonna talk about something about money, how to finance a house. So let me start with introduction of myself. So I am a loan officer. I currently hold a CPA license, mortgage loan originator license, real estate sales person license, and an insurance license. Also, I have a temporary authority for mortgage loan originator in Washington State. So people may ask, Alex, what exactly do you do? I can only say what I do is for my customer, for the best of my customer. I want to serve my customer better, so I can plan their financial needs comprehensively from different angles. And my goal and my passion will be provide a solution for those families who needs who needs wealth management. And why do you want to work with Alex? I'm lucky enough to be the first employee of one of our branch, San Gabriel Valley branch. I'm the #1 employee over there. Before joining Loan Depot, I have 0 experience in mortgage industry, but I think what impressed my boss was that I'm very passionate about the industry, and I'm very customer-oriented person. I love taking care of my customers, and our branch is pretty new. We have about 30 loan consultants in our branch, and for month of September, I rank #1. For month of October, I rank #2 out of 30 loan consultants. And right now we are in month of November, and I think I start very strong. Probably I will rank #1 this month if I'm lucky enough. Okay, today I'm here to share some information and personal opinions only. I'm not here to give you any professional advice of tax, legal, or accounting. All right, let's talk about Loan Depot. We have some good numbers over here. We funded a couple of billions dollars since we start, and we have a couple of hundreds loan program. We have a couple of hundreds branch location, and we rank #5 nationwide. We have a couple of thousands loan consultants. Those are our numbers. And our digital mortgage platform is called Mellow. Mellow means future, and we are digitalized everything. You can apply for a loan online, digitally, completely. So for a lot of my customers, I've never met them in person. We do transactions online. That's the goal of us. We want to provide a stress-free customer experience. Also, we want to provide a user-friendly platform, and we want to provide knowledgeable local mortgage experts such as myself. And our goal is to become the top fintech leader in the mortgage industry. So a lot of times, my or customers ask me, why do you want to work with Loan Depot? And I think the question should be, as a customer, actually it doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter who, either you go to a direct lender as Loan Depot, or you go to a mortgage broker, or you go to a bank. It doesn't matter. Why? Because at the end of the day, the only thing you should care about is how much money you pay out of pocket for your mortgage bill. That's the only thing you should care about. And the best thing about Loan Depot is that we provide a very compatible pricing on high balance loan and jumbo loans. Also, we have very streamlined underwriting processes. We are a direct lender, so we fund your loans really fast. We close purchase loan within 30 days. Also, because we are digitalize everything, so we provide our customer stress-free customer experience. Once you choose Loan Depot, you are assigned a 5-star supporting team and a 24/7 customer service, which is myself. Also, we are 50 states, and we can help you with pre-approval process, fast and free. Okay, let's go to what we are going to talk about today, mortgages and the markets. So because we have so many topics involved in the mortgage, I'm gonna talk about the most frequently asked questions. Question number one. A lot of my customers ask me, how will the election affect the mortgage rates? The answer is simple. The election itself doesn't affect mortgage rates. Who does? The Fed. The Federal Reserve right now, they lower the federal fund rate at 0%. This is historically low. And right now, the Fed will not increase the interest rate until the maximum employment rate and 2% of their inflation target. So I think in next couple of years, as long as we are not there as full employment and 2% of inflation, the Fed will not increase the interest rate. The interest rate will stay at 0 for a while. Question number two, how will the election affect the housing market? The answer is simple. No matter who is the president, it won't affect housing market. Why is that? Because if we look at the history of 2008, what happened? I think as long as your neighbor are paying their mortgage bills, you should not worry about it. But for some lower income or medium income area, a lot of people right now are under mortgage forbearance. They have that 180 days extension of mortgage forbearance, and they can extend the mortgage forbearance for another 180 days, which is almost 1 year. So since the COVID-19 pandemic earlier this year, it was about March. So as a market observer, I would say probably there will be something happen next year, next March, because at that time the 1 year count will be over for mortgage forbearance. So if by that time, if some people cannot afford their mortgages, there will be foreclosures, and probably will affect the housing market. Other risk probably will be US dollar. The value is going down, US dollar. Thinking about we have another stimulus package coming probably next March or April. Another 1.8 trillion or 2 trillion or whatever trillion. A lot of money is called QE. The Fed said unlimited QE. So we're gonna have a lot of money on the market. Next thing is the oil price. The oil price goes down. A lot of oil company will go bankrupt, which could be bad, but we don't know yet. We will see later when we actually get there. Okay. Next question: should I buy a house after the election? The answer is simple. Okay. If you are buying a primary home, you don't need to worry too much about it. It's your primary home. You buy something you like. Buy something can hold the value itself, such as good neighborhood, good school district, somewhere very good locations, convenient to stores, parks, schools, hospitals. That's your primary home. Buy something you like. For investment property, it's a little bit different this year, because this year, when I talk to a lot of my customers, they prefer investing their money in the stock market. Why? Because stock market generates higher returns. It's just that simple, generate higher returns. If you choose to buy investment property, this is gonna be your opportunity cost. Think about it. If you have 100K, if you invest it in stock market, probably after 1 month, you will have 200K. But if you invest into a investment property, you buy a rental house, you generate probably a couple of $1,000s per month, and probably your tenants won't pay for the bills, pay for the rent. Then at that time, you are in trouble. So this year, while I still have a lot of customers looking to buy for investment properties, they think they need to diversify their portfolios. But this year, investment property is not as hot as it was before. Question number 4: how to get ready for mortgage application during tax season? As everybody may realize, the tax season is coming. So if you are a W-2 wage earner, make sure you receive your W-2 or 1099 on time. Report all your because this year you have so many people open the brokerage account. Remember to report your capital gain or capital loss. If you are a self-employee, you are an entrepreneur, you have your own business, either it's a C Corp or S Corp or LLC, you want to apply for a loan next year, before you report your taxes or before the end of the year, you should definitely talk to a loan consultant like myself, and we can talk about your plans, talk about your goals, and we can plan accordingly. And then we work together with your CPA so you can get prepared for next year when you are ready to apply for a loan to buy a house. Okay, question number 5. So what are the acceptable sources of down payment? First of all, cash deposit. Can you deposit cash when you buy a house? No, it's a big no. Don't deposit cash. Can you take a relative gift fund as your down payment? If you are buying a primary home, yes, you can take a gift fund. If you are buying an investment home, you cannot take a gift fund. This year, so many people make money in the stock market. Can you use your stock proceed to buy a house as down payment? Yes, absolutely yes. Why not? Cryptocurrency. So when you apply for a jumbo loan, a lot of lenders won't allow you to use cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin proceeds as down payment, but as Loan Depot, we allow cryptocurrency as down payment. RSU, okay. Some people love RSU, some people hate RSU. RSU in mortgage world is a magic tool. Why? First of all, when those RSU vested, it's part of your income. It can be part of your income and will increase the amount you can borrow from a bank, such as us, Loan Depot. Also, when you sell your RSU, those proceeds can be treated as down payment. How amazing is that? But people hate it because if you don't have a long enough history of receiving RSU, you are not able to use it as part of your income. All right, question number 6. How much down payment do I need to pay if I want to buy a house? If you want to buy a if you are buying, if you are applying for a conventional loan, you need to pay. You can pay as little as 5% or 3%, depends on the situation. 3% or 5%. But you need to pay for private mortgage insurance. We call it PMI. If you are applying for a jumbo loan, a 20% down payment is the minimum requirement. Question number 7. What's the lowest credit score to buy a house? If you are applying for a conventional loan, we can go 620 as a minimum FICO score. And if you want to go jumbo loan, we do have a program. We can take a borrower who has a lower credit score of 660, but most of jumbo program will require you have 700 credit score at least. In order for you to get the best interest rate, we prefer you to have 740 credit score at least. And the mortgage forbearance, if you do have a choice, let's talk about mortgage forbearance one more time. If you do have a choice, do not go for mortgage forbearance. Because if you have mortgage forbearance, a lot of banks will not give you a jumbo loan. But with a Loan Depot, under some situation, even though you have mortgage forbearance, but if you start paying, catching up the payments for 5 months, we can still give you a jumbo loan. Remember, no mortgage forbearance. So buying a house, I would say, is one of the very important decisions in your life. But what's more important is that who do you work with? You should work with someone you can trust, someone who can give you valuable advice. So the process of buying a house, the process of your financial planning, of your wealth management, gonna be much, much easier. And I wanna be the person in your life, in your financial life. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, here is my contact. How to connect with me? Just go to Google, search Alex Chen, Loan Depot. You will see my Facebook page. You will see my LinkedIn page. Feel free to connect with me anywhere you feel like to. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Alex. And now right now it's gonna be our Q&A session. Let's welcome back George and Alex. There are some questions on the chat board. Let's see, there's one question for Alex. He's asking, when buying a single family house, do you recommend 30 years fixed with no point, or 5/1, 7/1, or 10/1 ARM mortgages?
This is a very good question. Depends on what kind of loan you are applying for. If you are looking for a conventional loan, it's either under $675,000. We prefer give you a 30-year fixed loan because that will be the best interest rate. If you are applying for a jumbo loan, the ARM mortgages will give you a better rate for a shorter period of time. So depends on what kind of a loan you are applying for, and the different people will have different appetite of the mortgage interest rate. Some people just like, I just want my interest rate fixed. I don't need to worry about it anymore. I want to take the advantage of historically low interest rate. Some people will say, probably I will sell my house in 5 or 10 years. Why not pay for the lower interest rate then? Also, another thing you should consider is if the Fed gonna give us a negative interest rate like Japan or Europe, they are doing right now. If they are doing negative interest rate, that means interest rate gonna be lower. So depends. A lot of factors need to think about.
I want to chime in. So a lot of like engineers, they like the arm loan because there's too many things will happen during the 5 years, 7 year, 10-year frame. So there's another thing put into consideration based on my past experience advising my client. Maybe in the 7 years, you will sell your home to upgrade another one, or you may refinance with another home, your current home, or you may pay off your loan, right? It could happen. So that's the reason many like people, engineer, tech people, they like to get an arm loan because those interest rate is lower than the 30-year fixed loan. But some clients, they just don't want hustle to keep watching on the rate market to see it go up and down, worry about when my arm loan will expire for 5, 7, 10 years. So yeah, that's a good advice for the fixed rate loan. But the savings for the arm loan in the 5, 7 year period could be $300, $400, $500, depending on your loan size, and could equalize a car for you. That's another consideration, right?
Another suggestion: do not pay off your loans. Keep borrowing money. Get leveraged. That's how you can achieve your financial goals.
That's how you can buy more houses.
with George and me.
That's to buy more houses. So leave alone is fine. Alex, can you guys do the departure home property to calculate the departure home income?
Yes, we are able to use 75% of the departure home rental income.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Not many lender, not every lender can do that. So what's the next question?
We have very good policy on that.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so let's go to our next question. There's one person asked, if I want to upgrade from my current SFM, do you recommend to sell my current SFM first, then upgrade to a bigger SFM, or what's the better option to upgrade?
So different people have a different financial situation. So starting from the first question would be how much loan you have on your primary home right now. If you and do you need the cash or equity from your current home to buy the new home? If you have plenty of cash, maybe you don't want to sell your current home, right? You want to keep as many homes as possible. But if you do need the cash, there are certain ways to help you. One of the ways is to cash out refinance to get some equity. For example, when you buy a home 5 years ago, now you are making $500,000 for the home. Maybe you can get a cash out refinance and get like a $200K equity out of cash out refinance, and have a more down payment. Definitely will be beneficial for you to buy the next home. If the question is I don't have any money to buy the second home without selling my current home, means you do not have enough cash right now in hand. So yeah, probably you need to get you need to sell your home to get another home. Another way of doing that is is you can sell your home and buy another home at the same time, right? So some clients will put a contingency of selling the current property to buy another one, but it's really difficult to get those offers accepted in this seller's market right now. Another thing we sometimes will consider, I would say this question will be based on the different people's situation. So when we can talk to you more and know your financial situation, we can give you a better idea. But what if you just have enough cash to buy the second home? You don't need to sell this one. Some people will consider to buy a home first, then sell your current one later. The benefit for that is at least you make sure you can secure a house in hand before you're selling your current residence. Otherwise, you feel like it may be risky. What if I sell my current home in this rising market? What if I cannot get any home, right? It could happen because right now the inventory is very limited, and there's no guarantee you can get the home you really like in the next 3 to 6 months. So there are all sorts of different consideration. It's all based on your current situation. Some people don't like to carry 2 mortgages, even their financial situation allows. They just don't want to carry too much risk. But some people, they're okay with that. They feel like in the seller's market, they can sell their first home very easily. So it all depends on your financial situation. So I just lay out all the scenarios. So I'd love to talk to you and analyze your personal situation.
Yeah, George explained everything really well. Just something need to be noticed is that if you wanna carry your current home, and if your home has a ARM mortgage, just remember to do a 30-year fixed refinance before you go to buy your next primary home. Because if you refinance right now, it's still your primary home. You can take advantage of the lower interest rate. Also is that, as we just talked about, there is an option called the departuring home. That means you rent out your current primary home and buy another one. We can use part of the rental income, 75% of the departure home, which is a very powerful tool for you to get more leverage. And if you want to do a cash out, Loan Depot allows maximum cash out amount is $1 million on your primary home. We can talk about that after. All right.
Thank you. Let's go to our next question. This person asked, what is the rate for cash out $1 million?
It depends. It will we will consider how much loan. Okay, you're gonna cash out $1 million. It depends on the value of the house and your credit score. Just remember, send me an email or connect me in any way. I can give you a quote after.
Thank you, Alex. Now here's the next question. I have a rental property at Colorado. What is better to refi or do a 1031 exchange and use the money from the refi to buy a house in California? Is that refi, R-E-F-I?
I think refi, yeah.
Refi, yeah. Refinance. After George. Do you want to answer this question?
So you have a rental home in Colorado. So your question is to do a refinance or do a 1031 exchange. I think it all depends on what is your current mortgage situation in Colorado. So it's if it's a rental property, I don't know what kind of rate you are right now. So if you can refinance a better rate, yeah, definitely, yeah, I go for it. I think you can get maybe it's difficult maybe to gather some more cash out from it. But it all depends on the situation on a different lender. Yeah, you can definitely do a 1031 exchange. The only hiccup is if you want to do a 1031 exchange, what you are purchasing in California right now has to be investment home, not a primary home. So you have to exchange with investment to investment, because the tax benefit for 1031 exchange is tax deferred with a different cost basis. But for a primary home, it's a different situation. You will enjoy some tax exemption if you are buying your primary home in California. So it all depends on what kind of what is your goal? Is you buying a primary home or you are doing the investment home? Yeah, definitely you can do 1031 in an investment home.
Okay, so for your rental property in Colorado, if you want to do a refinance, right now the interest rate is 3% something, which comes with some fees. And okay, if you want to sell this property because you have a better target, or you feel like this market you don't you think right now it's at the top, so you want to take some cash and go to a better market. Depends on what your goal and what's your understanding of the market.
Awesome, thank you. Let's go to our next question. Can I buy a house in my IRA or 401k?
So I think the tax rule do allow you can draw down your money from IRA or 401k in a certain amount for your primary home. It's only like 10,000 from my previous record, but this year I don't know if they update the number. I don't think the tax the penalty free withdrawal could be will be a large amount. It could be a very small amount compared to the amount of down pay you need to put on the primary home. There's another way you can also draw down all your balance from your IRA and 401k to pay the down payment to avoid the penalty you have to pay back within 60 days of this withdrawal, to avoid any like early withdrawal penalty if it's age of 59 and a half kind of stuff. So yes, you can use some proceed, but I would say the best way to use the 401k and the IRA assets will be use this money as your reserve fund instead of your down payment fund, because reserve fund you do not need to withdraw. You can just show this balance to the bank if you do have a resource from other elsewhere. But if you have to use your IRA fund without paying back after within 60 days, so be prepared to pay for the early withdrawal penalty. Yeah, I do see some buyers do that, but yeah, it will be a little costly considering the tax consequences you have to do handle afterwards, right?
Yes, I think for the first-time home buyer, you are allowed to take $10,000 tax-free, penalty-free money out of your IRA or 401k. If you want to withdraw the whole thing, of course, you will pay the penalty at 10% tax penalty, and you will pay for taxes, because I assume that's the pre-tax 401k or pre-tax IRA account.
Thank you for sharing. And we got 2 more questions. So this one is gonna be, can I sell my house and purchase another home from the sales from my home as the down payment without using my cash?
Yes, the proceeds of selling your house is a eligible source of down payment. Yes.
Yeah, I think the only thing you think about is the timing. Yeah, if your timing is really flexible, I think that's a really good way to do that. So you have a plenty of cash with no almost no loan liabilities, and you free out your capacity to get another bigger mortgage, right? If you have any loans in current home, but the most important is about the timing. Where do you live with your after you sell your current house? What do you do where do you live during this transition time? Yeah, some people may get an Airbnb or a short-term like a leasing, but we just don't know when we get the house you really like for the next one.
Thank you. And now it's going to be our last question. This question is going to be, how can you purchase a home without having a P&I?
Purchase home without P&I. So my understanding is it's about the mortgage insurance. So if you, in general, for those homes, you have like a 20% down payment, so you are kind of avoiding the PMI. And we do have some lenders can do the loans. From my previous slide, I'm saying they only need like a 15% PMI if you qualify their like you have a really good credit or have a other like financial situation qualify as well. So some lenders can do 15% down with no PMI. So that's what I have before. So that's the thing I like to share, like I shared previously. So some other lenders do allow like a 15% PMI.
So is that PNL or PMI? That's my question.
I think the PMI, right? What you got here correctly.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Clear. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be all for today. Thank you everyone who come to this webinar. I hope you guys all learned what you need from us. And as we mentioned at the beginning, we said we will have a raffle tonight. So please, who asked the questions, the people who ask questions to us, please send your email address to our host, and you're gonna receive a free ticket later from your email. Before we call out today, I would like to mention the 10th SVIEF will be held on in this December, started on December the 4th. This year, we launched the event under the theme Empower the Future to help people exchange their ideas, deepen their connections, and find new opportunities. We already confirmed that Steve Mann, father of Augmented Reality, Steve Hoffman, CEO Founders Space, Sumit Gupta, Vice President of AI Strategy and CTO Data and AI at IBM will join us this year. So if you're interested, please scan this QR code on our PowerPoint to reserve your seat and join our Zoom this year. And that's gonna be all for today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And thank you, Alex and George, for sharing all this so important information to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.